Hello everybody, and welcome to Unbound Learners Pre-K. How are you doing today? That's so good to hear. Are you ready to get started with our good morning song? Let's make our arms into a big circle out in front of us like this. Now raise the circle up, up, up over our heads. Give a little stretch from one side. Stretch over to the other side. Bring that circle up to the top and back down in front of us. And now it's time to sing together. If you know the words, sing along with me. Here we go. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. I hope that you all are having a wonderful morning so far. Let's jump right into circle time. The first thing that we do is begin with the date. And when we say the date, we start off with the month. The month is right up here. And we have a brand new month this week. Do you remember what the month is? March. That's right, friends. The month is March. And today is March 3rd. So let's move the chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was March 2nd, and today is March 3rd, and right up here we have the year. Do you know what the year is? 2021. You're right, friends. So let's see the date one more time, all together. Are you ready? Today is March 3rd, 2021. Will you show me your counting fingers like this? And warm them up. We are going to count all the days that we've had so far in the month of March. Let's start at 1, 2, 3. We have had 3 days so far in the month of March. Now it's time to move on to the Days of the Week song. How many fingers do we need for this song? Will you show me? That's right, we need 7 fingers because we have 7 days in our week. If you know the words, sing along with me. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's travel down to the bottom of the chart. Right here. Does anybody remember what the day was yesterday? I'll give you a clue. Yesterday was Tuesday. You're right, friends. Yesterday was Tuesday. So that means that today is Wednesday. You're right. Today is Wednesday. So tomorrow will be Thursday. Tomorrow will be Thursday. But let's go back to today and let's sing Today is Wednesday together. Today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday all day long. Today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday all day long. Now let's travel back up to the top. Right here we have the season. Do you know what the season is? Winter. You're right, friends. It's winter time. In the winter time at my house, we get lots of snow, and it's very cold where I live in the winter time. But maybe you live in a place where it's nice and warm, even in the winter time. But before we talk more about the weather, let's sing the weather song together. It goes like this. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? Friends, do you see my picture right here? It's a picture of the sun shining. For the past few days, the sun was poking out behind the clouds, and look at today. It's finally a beautiful sunny day where I live. And my temperature chart isn't on blue, on dark blue, it's on light blue today because it's cooler where I live. The temperature is a little bit warmer. It's not cold today. Instead, it's cool. What's the weather like where you live, friends? Is the temperature starting to warm up where you live? Thanks for sharing the weather with me. Let's move on to the letter of the week. So this week, we have been talking about a new letter. Do you know the sound that this letter makes? Let's make the sound together. This letter says, and do you know what letter this is? H. That's right. This is a lowercase h, and H says, now it's time to guess what's inside of the letter and number box today. So inside of this box, I have something that starts with the letter H. And I'll give you some clues. If you think you know what it is, you can take a guess. Are you ready for your first clue? This is a type of a shape. And this shape usually represents or symbolizes love. Do you know what it is? Let me show you. Do you see what I have, friends? This is a heart. Heart starts with the letter H. It's a type of a shape used to represent or symbolize love. We also have a number of the day. What number is this, friends? Do you remember? 13. You're right. This is the number 13. And 13 is a double-digit number. Do you see the two numbers inside of the number 13 that are used to write the number 13? What's the first number that you see? 1. That's right. And what about the second number? 3. You're right. When you write the number 13, you write the number 1, 3. 13. Now it's time to count 13 tally marks together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goes across, 11, 12, 13. 13 tally marks. And now it's time to count whatever is inside of the box. I wonder what it is. I'm going to gather them all up. I have lots of little rocks to collect. These little rocks are called pebbles, and I have 13 of them. As I count them, I'm going to line them up across the top of the box. Will you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 pebbles. This week we've been talking about what makes us different and special on the outside, but today we're going to take a look on the inside of our bodies. So let's see. Do you feel your skin? Use one of your hands and move your hand up and down your skin like this, specifically over your hand and fingers and wrists. Do you feel anything hard under your skin? What could that be? What is hard and it's under your skin? Do you know what that's called? Bones! You're right, friends. Bones are under your skin, and they're connected under your skin to form a skeleton. Now, why are bones so important? Do you know? Well, take a look at this glove right here. Do you see how floppy it is? Without bones, our skin would be floppy and have no structure or form, similar to this floppy glove. But I have this other glove right here, And inside of this glove, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pipe cleaners. And it's underneath the glove, similar to the bones underneath our skin. Do you see how this glove has much more structure and form? It's not all floppy like this glove. So without bones, our skin would be all floppy like this. But bones give our skin structure and form, just like this. So even though bones are small and light, they're still very, very strong. Can you think of any nutritious foods that make our bones strong? Let's see. Different foods like beans, dairy, leafy greens, and nuts all have something called calcium. And calcium is a type of mineral that makes your bones nice and strong. Let's move on to today's work. For today's work, you will need some Play-doh, a rolling pin, and some Q-tips. Now the first thing that I did was take my Play-doh and I used my rolling pin and I rolled it out so that it was nice and flat. Once the Play-doh was nice and flat, I took my hand and I made a print on the Play-doh. So can you see my hand right here? Let's count the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the Play-doh is a print of my hand. So earlier we talked about how bones are very important for your body because they give your body form and structure. Even your hands have little bones inside of them. So let's use the Q-tips and build the bones inside of my hand right here. So I'm going to first take a couple of the Q-tips out and I'm going to feel my hand. I can feel some bones in my fingers. When I flex my fingers up like this, I can even see how the bones go down, down, down into my hand and into my wrist and up my arm. So right here we only have my hand, but we felt the bones in the fingers and the top of my hand. So let's take the Q-tips and pretend that they're bones and put them inside of my fingers like this. So one bone for my thumb. I have another bone in this finger, and I felt the bone go down my whole hand. So I'm going to make another bone right here. Let's move on to the third finger. Another bone. Make it a little bit longer. My fourth finger. Add another Q-tip to make that bone bigger. My pinky finger. Another bone. Oh, it looks like one more bone can fit in my hand. So friends, you can do this activity by making another print for your other hand. You can even make prints with your feet. And if you have enough Play-doh, you can roll it out and try to make a print with another part of your body, like your arm, even your legs. And then once the prints are made, you can use the Q-tips and add the bones to give your body form and structure. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. So we can't see our bones because our bones are underneath our skin. But do you know that there's a special type of camera that takes pictures of our bones? Do you know what it's called? An X-ray. That's right, friends. Have you ever gotten an X-ray before? Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and find me on outschool.com for my live and interactive classes. You can also support my channel by checking out my Patreon page for additional features for your child. Before we go, we have one last song to sing. Can you wave goodbye like this? Together we'll sing, goodbye friends, goodbye friends, goodbye friends, I'll see you next time. Have a great day everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.